guys, it's me with my first video about bird care. Now well, it's not necessarily bird care, but I'm just gonna give you a cage tour about my cage, and I'm gonna see what I have wrong with my cage and what's right, because I have some things that are obviously need to get out, or like I just keep in there just because I would just explain it to you. But this is this cage is, I forgot the name. I will leave a link down below about in the description where I got this cage. I got this cage from Amazon. So what I mean by this is where I got it, for you guys don't need to like waste the time of finding it. Yeah, so yeah. It's 61 by 63, I believe. I have 4 budgies. I would not recommend 4 budgies, at least two just because, but I only have this cage. I only keep my 4 budgies inside the cage is because I don't have space in my small bedroom, as you can see, my messy small bedroom. So I got this cage. I can't afford another cage either way. So yeah, so that's why I keep all my 4 budgies here. This is a massive upgrade what I just had. I had a table top cage. It was like I don't know how many, like the width and like stuff and like that, but it was just so small for all 4 of them. So this is a massive upgrade. So this is the tabletop cage that I had. Obviously it's so small, and mind you, I had 4 budgies inside this cage, so it was so cramped. It wasn't really cramped, but it was just so small, and I didn't have them out very long because they weren't really tamed. So I just left them in for like a little while, but they're out like 99% of the time. Right now, this is in the future actually when I filmed that. They're outside right now. So yeah, so this is so small. This could work like as a carrier. Like I'm gonna use this as a carrier now. But if you're gonna buy a cage like this for like full time, then you should only use this for sleeping. That's the only thing. If you're gonna use this for like a smaller budgie or like a lovebird or like a parrotlet, then you can only use this for sleeping because it's way too small to make it stand inside of there for like the whole day, maybe for like a few hours. So yeah, they have to be out for like at least not at like that. They're supposed to be out like 99% of the time. The only reason they're supposed to be inside the cage is for sleeping or at nighttime. So yeah, and mind you, like I regret having that, but now they're in the better home. Sure, it's not the best, but it's a massive upgrade, like I said. So and they still have the little bed and the paper towels, so I still have to clean that. So yeah, back to the video. This is my budgie. Her name is Leo, even though it's a girl. Leo, we say Leo for short for lemon or lemonade. We should have just said lemon, but we call her Leo, even though it's a guy. Yup, definitely a guy. Well, I said it was a girl, but yup, definitely a guy. Definitely not a female. Here's Steph, my first budgie, what I ever got. Behind her is Rick, which is named after me. To clarify, my name is not Rick. What kind of name is that? And that is Snowy. And about no budgie. Oh, look. Hi, Leo. Hi, Leo. Please don't go that. And yeah, so I'm gonna give you a cage tour right now. So over here we have once you open the cage, it has this big door. Hi. And it has this nail filing perch. I would not recommend to put this in your cage, but they don't even use this like half of the time. And so I just have this for like they can climb out if they want to, but obviously Leo is being a little sophisticated. He's just being a bum sometimes. She's just a bum, and I mixed up her gender again, and I said mixed wrong. What a nice way to start up this video. So like I said, I don't use this. They don't even go on here that much at all, actually. They just use it to like play for them to get out. But I already have the cage door open, so they just come out. So yeah. So yeah, hold on. And I really love this cage because it also has like this lock. You just do that and just open it. They also have different like there's other cages like this. Like it has better quality, but this is the only cage that I could actually afford. So yeah. This cage is actually better than this is great for like a cockatiel, a conure, anything along that line. Not like for bigger birds, but like those medium-sized birds, even like two budgies, like I said. So yeah, and I also like it. I also what I also like about this cage, it has like this little latch thing for like their food and water bowls. Now, my birds don't like me to stick my hand inside because like you know how your mom comes in the door and just touches your stuff. I obviously I don't like that. I don't know if other teenagers would like. I don't think other teenagers would like those or like adult men or women. We don't discriminate. So yeah. So that's the same way with my veggies. I feel like I don't treat them as like humans, but like along the line. So I don't like to put my hand inside either way. I don't like to force them out or anything along that line. They just come out as they want, as they will. Just come. They just come out like if they want to. Obviously, Rick and Snowy do not want to come out, but Leo and Steph like to come out. Now, yeah. So that's what I like about this cage, because Rick and like Snowy don't really like to come out or anything along that line. Along that line, well, there's nothing along that line actually. so they just stay in their cage. I just have it open, but like sometimes they like to come out. Most of the times they just stay inside, and I don't want to force them to come out. But it's better like that because I don't want to like lose like a bond with them, because obviously I haven't like done a. Can I stop talking for once in a lifetime? Oh God, what a disgrace I am. So I have these two latches. What I like about it, obviously for the same reason, I like to get out and then open it and just get their food and water bowl. So yeah, that's what I like about this cage, because I don't have to put my hand in. And I have stainless steel bowls. I would recommend stainless steel. Some comes with the cage. This one came with a cage, but I didn't like these because I have these that came with the cage, and I already bought these, so I'd rather just have them. And look, there's Leo. So I would not recommend like most of the time like tabletop cages and other things along that line, even though there's nothing along that line, have plastic containers. I wouldn't recommend those because they collect a lot of bacteria. So yeah, so I just use the ones that I bought, because these ones are way too deep for them. They just stick their whole body in, so that's why I'd rather have these small ones. I obviously connected them from the side, and they work great. It's just like there's just a little misconception here. I don't know the really name, but like it just like latches on like that, so I just have to twist it. But that's the only thing that's interfere with like the fan. But other than that, it's a great cage. I would recommend it for small birds and medium birds, even though I talk about the freaking thing. Okay, so also what I like about this cage, it has a seed guard. I don't feed my bird seed. Oh, actually I do, because right now they're converted to pellets, if you can see. So I have seeds and pellets inside of it because they're converting right now, so don't come for me. I did my research. So that's what I like about it. It doesn't collect 100%. I will say that it doesn't collect 100%. Like some of it goes along the line, but most of the time, or some of the time, it does catch the seeds, or not the seeds, the food, and like the shredded plastic, the shredded paper, crinkle paper, I would say. But yeah, and so let's go inside. Even though I don't have to go inside of that. So here is a perch with crinkle paper. I would recommend this perch. I will actually 100% would recommend this cage. This perch. Why? Because it's a toy and a perch. 2 for 1. This costs $12, but it's well worth the money. This will last you for as much time as they want. Your birds want. But like my birds don't, they just chew it, but they don't come off. And if they do come off, then I put it on this thingy and I just use them. I'm gonna use them for another like toy, because I obviously make my own homemade toys, because my mom doesn't really let me get toys, so I just made them very cheaply. Works the same as regular toys, so yeah. So I would 100% recommend this perch. Like I said, around $12 I think you can price match this with Amazon, $2 less, or yeah. So I was wrong. Sorry. No, you can't get it for $2 off. I would definitely recommend this thingamajigger. Okay, so dowel purges. Dowel purges are bad for your birds to eat. It could cause a lot of infection like bumblefoot and other things and other infections. So I wouldn't recommend it if you only have dowel purges, because it usually comes with a cage. Scrape it with a knife or put string on it like I did with the little playpen thingy. Or, well, it's not really a playpen, but still. But yeah, if you have like natural perches like I have, it's not really a problem because they already have texture, and the other like perches. So this isn't really a problem with for me, because they like to sleep on it sometimes. So yeah, so so over here, this toy. They don't really like to play with this toy. It has a bell and everything. I mean, sometimes they play with it, sometimes they don't. It's just depends on the type of bird you have. My birds don't really play with it, even though it's a predator toy, but sometimes they do. Now, over here, we have their cuttlebone, and they have their rope perch. They don't. So, the thing about rope perches, sometimes your birds tend to chew on it. My birds don't chew at it at all. So, I feel safe leaving it inside their cage. But some birds tend to chew on the rope perch, and they could like ingest the fibers, and it could cause like a lot of internal damage to their health. So if that happens, then just leave it around the cage, and then you'll still have the rope perch, but it will be supervised, obviously, because they're out of the cage. And yeah, so there's the food and water bowl, obviously. They have their nail filing perch. Now this one, they don't really use this one. They just use it to get up to like the swing or something like that, to go all the way up there. So they don't even go on it like 99% of the time. So that's why I have a toy there just for if they don't even use it that much. They just destroy all of the first one that was just down there. So they have to destroy the second one. So they don't only use that one, but I would not recommend putting it on their cage, putting the nail filing perch or any type of nail filing perch at all, because it's made out of like granite and they can ingest it or something like that. It could cause a lot of internal damage. My birds don't tend to chew on it, but that doesn't mean it's safe. So once I get a new perch, then I would take that out, because I feel very unsteady just leaving that there. But they tend to use it to climb. They don't really like to like chew on the bars and stuff like that. They do when they really need it, but they don't really do that much. So yeah. So we come over here, a homemade ladder, like I said. This is homemade as well, like I said, because sometimes I can just stall for hours. Just add a wood, and I got this from the Dollar Tree. This was $1. And we come over here, there's Rick, that's his name, I think I already mentioned that. That's him, and there's a swing, that's for for a medium-sized bird, but now I have it, so I didn't use it for like the tabletop cage, but now since I have this cage, I use it now, and they love it. There's natural wood perch, a mirror. Now, mirrors, let's talk about that. Mirrors aren't really good for your birds, I would say. Some birds like to stare at it because sometimes most birds think that it's not they don't really recognize their reflection. They think it's another bird, but like sometimes they get attached to the mirror, and they start to think that it's their mate. And then if you touch or anything, then they're gonna get aggressive. Now, if you see any aggressive behavior with your birds, just keep that in mind, and like just take out the mirror, because it's just gonna be safe. Then they're gonna interact with their other birds. Obviously, mine do, but my birds don't really interact with the mirror at itself. They just like to like pick on the beads and like just lift them up and down. So they don't really look at the mirror. They usually just look at their other fellow folks. So yeah. And you have a bird kebab. Now, I would 100% recommend a bird kebab. Why? Because it's one of the best woods out there. Like, I don't know what type of wood it's made out of, but my birds go crazy after it. They love to chew on it. That's why I leave it out like up here, because they usually come here and start to chew on it. And yeah, so you see how like they're like already like chewing on it, even though they mostly like to chew on the string instead of the bird kebab itself. But whatever, still doing something. So over here we have another natural wood perch. Would still recommend. I got this from Walmart. So yeah, and they have a ladder. I forgot to mention that. And they have ground toys. These are just plastic toys. I just have, sometimes they play with this, sometimes they don't. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. And they have this swing as well. They like to go on that just for variety, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of the cage tour. No, it's not. You know why? Because I have an upper level. So that's another reason why I wanted this cage, because it had like a tabletop place. So that's why I liked it. So let's give you a tour around here. So this thing is supposed to use for like food and stuff like that, but I put their toys. Also hanger clips. Those are great to hang up toys, because those are very cheap and affordable. Oh, okay. So over here they have their food and water bowls. I like to keep them on the ground because usually they're up here, and I want them to like try to look for it, even though they know where it is. But like it's like to give them a little bit of exercise, because their flight feathers haven't like grown out, because all of them have been clipped. So they're usually up here. I can't really reach that tall, so I think that's why they feel scared. They feel like they're like really tall up. So there's a ladder, there's a rope, and they go over here. There's a giant perch, dowel perch. Now, another like I said, dowel perch aren't really good for them, but they're not really on here like 99% of the time. They're just up there. But that's also a dowel, so I wouldn't actually recommend that either way. But this tabletop, it's pretty decent. Obviously it has dowels and stuff like that. It's not really good for your birds. But if it's just a tabletop, it's okay. But it's not really suitable for like any bird. Actually, this is just small. This is one of like, you're supposed to get like this tree stump thingy. It's better than this because they feel like they're an actual tree. So yeah, I wouldn't really recommend this if you're on a budget. It costs $20 to $30, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember the price. I'll link everything down below, like the things that I bought here, and I'll just link it down below. So yeah. So, but this is decent for them. They actually enjoy it. They don't really go on it. They go on it once they're out, but sometimes they're mostly on the ground, as you can see. Oh look, there's snowy. Actually trying to go out, like. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And this is homemade. This perch right here, this is actually homemade. I made this with my bare hands. Yeah. And this is another thing I have. You can do with any perch. You can just put string on it to give it texture or something like that. Yeah, I would recommend that. And also making your own things, because it will save you a lot of money. I have this scrap wood, so I just used it and made a purchase. And I could have bought this for like $22 or something like that, but no, I made it myself. DIY. Why did you talk like that? Something's wrong with me. But yeah, and also this is also homemade. This toy out of straws. I like to put millet inside of it so they can forage. And that's another thing, a foraging toy. That's also a foraging toy. The one that I had, that's also a foraging toy. I put millet inside of it. This is just a wood thingy. They like to play with this, but yeah. Oh yeah, that's actually pretty much it. There's also so birds like to chew on this the toilet paper roll thingy. They love to chew on it. They like to go under it and stuff like that. So I have this like right under here. Even though they don't really like to play up with it, you can also make that toy. I also have like different other toys in that cabinet. If you want me to show it, I show all my on my TikTok. I'll put a link to the description. I have like what's in my bird bin and other like stuff along that line. So yeah. So even though I ramble all the time, we're done. So yeah, this is my birdcage tour. Hopefully you learned something, even though this is like 17 minutes long. I don't care. It's a video. This is my life. And yeah, so see you guys in the next video. If anybody actually watches this, because I'm pretty sure nobody will. But if somebody does, then hi. Now bye. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.